Please hang up and try again.
Hey, what's up everyone? Louis Tran here, and in this video we're gonna take a look at some of the tech that keeps me sane through this quarantine, stay-at-home isolation, or whatever you want to call it. So in no particular order of preference except for this first one is the 16-inch MacBook Pro. If I had to choose the one thing that would get me through it all, this would be it. It has been the key device for almost everything that I do for work, editing videos, watching videos, web browsing, conference calls, and gaming in boot camp. It has great, respectable overall performance. I love the 16-inch screen for using it around the house, and the trackpad is second to none. It has awesome built-in speakers, but unfortunately that 720p camera is not so awesome. You can argue that the iPad, smartphone, or a Switch would be the best choices, but honestly, smaller portable devices are great when you're out and about, but when staying at home, not a priority during these times. However, if you have kids, don't live alone, and have to share a TV, then they're more valuable than ever, which is why they're on my list of things. As I mentioned, the Nintendo Switch is great for isolation because you have a ton of great games on this. Nintendo exclusives such as Mario Kart and Smash Brothers are great games to play together with people at home and online with friends. I know Animal Crossing has been a thing these days, but I personally haven't played it. What's great is that you can play this anywhere around the house and you don't have to hog the TV the whole time. Next up, the Oculus Quest. Now this thing has been a lifesaver for the past month. I'm going to admit that this has been collecting dust for almost a year, but now that all the gyms are closed, I have been using Box VR and Beat Saber every day to close out my workout rings. Although it's about 2 years old and runs the same processor as a Samsung Galaxy S8, I think it's a technical marvel of what it's capable of and has a great library of games to play during these times. As for keeping track of my workouts, I'm using the 4th generation Apple Watch with cellular. I decided to go fancy a few years ago and went with the stainless steel. With the same processor as the 5th generation, I didn't have a reason to upgrade. I used this in conjunction with my Oculus Quest to keep me consistent in my daily fitness goals. Webcams these days are harder to find than toilet paper because of the demand of video conferencing and connecting with the outside world from home. The webcam that I've been using, aside from the one on my phone and the crappy built-in camera on my Mac, is the Logitech 922 Pro Stream webcam. I think I picked this up for less than $100 before quarantine, and now they go for almost 3 times the amount. I usually have this mounted onto my display to participate in Zoom, Hangouts, and FaceTime meetings with friends, colleagues, and family. Since there are more people at home working, well, me and my wife, in my case, I have come to appreciate noise cancellation headphones even more. What works best for me are the AirPods Pro. I have difficulty wearing over-the-head earphones, so this is perfect. While my wife is on a conference call, I put these on and can focus on what I need to or listen to my own music. Also, it beats having to use the speakerphone, especially when someone is right in the other room. Thanks to Final Fantasy VII Remake, I have opened up my PS4, which I haven't used since spending more time on PC gaming. I think since its release, I have spent about 5 to 6 hours a day playing through the game, and it's been fantastic. Very familiar, but still a totally different game at the same time. I totally recommend it even if you haven't played the original. Great characters, fun gameplay, and an awesome story. Since the isolation, I miss going to the movies and eating out every now and then, but at the same time, it has really made us appreciate eating at home and using all those streaming services that I pay for and not really use. Our Insignia 4K TV, we have Roku built into it, and it works just fine watching Disney Plus, Netflix, HBO, Stars, Epix, you name it, we got it. And the TV in my office is a 4K Apple TV, which is great for those services as well, and to project video from my iPhone or laptop onto the TV. Now, heading over to the kitchen, one impressive piece of tech that we just picked up is the Breville Smart Ove Air. This thing has replaced an air fryer, microwave, toaster, and convection oven, and we made pretty great meals from this, even frozen dinners. It works fast, easy to use, and really easy to clean. We've made Milanesa, turkey burgers, air fried some onion rings, some french fries, chicken, and reheated leftovers. Also, for all you coffee lovers that miss your fancy overpriced coffee from Starbucks, this milk frother from Keurig has been hard at work in this quarantine period. It does a great job in frothing milk and almond milk, and you can sprinkle some cinnamon over it and you get a nice fancy cup of coffee. And finally, the one piece of tech that needs no introduction in getting us through every occasion, whether it's a pandemic or just wanting to be alone, is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, or your smartphone of choice. You can send texts, connect with your friends through video conference, post cat pictures on Instagram, or document your time at home doing nothing. The smartphone these days has been more important than ever and can do so much. So really not much more needs to be said on that. That's all I have for now. Drop a like, comment, or hit me up on Instagram and I will try to respond as quickly as possible. Stay safe everyone, and I will see you in the next video.